Hey, what's up, guys? So, yeah, in this video, as the title says, I'm basically just going to talk about why Beatstars is no longer the king of the beat store game. Like, it's no longer the best place for independent beat makers and producers to sell their beats. And basically, I'm going to be upfront with y'all first and foremost. It's because it's just easier to make money on traktrain. Like, this is over the past 30 days right here. You'll see I've done 265 sold from 13,000 plays. And then if we come over here, I've only done $230 sold, and that's from 23,000 plays. So I don't know if that's necessarily because folks on Beatstars are just cheaper, or if traktrain attracts more like actually serious vocalists and artists and stuff like that. But the pay per play on traktrain is miles better. It just always has been, and that's just how it's always gonna be, it looks like. And partially part of that is the next reason why traktrain is superior to Beatstars in my opinion, and that's because it's just easier to get on their top charts, like their top weekly charts. So like, if we come over here and we go to traktrain's top charts for the week and everything like that. Like, I've been on traktrain for as long as I've been on Beatstars, and it's been literally like I started really going hard about this like during the pandemic, so like March 2020. So it's literally been like 5 years. And like, as you can see right here, like this is one of my beats, like it's already top 2 on the weekly chart. And then we come over here, and I haven't done any advertising on traktrain to get that up there. And it's like a top 2 track for the week. And then top 20 track for the whole month on traktrain, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, that's a huge way for people to discover you, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people like actually be going through the top charts on traktrain. But then for Beatstars, I don't think that I have literally ever been on their new and notable. And it's the same beats that I'm uploading to both platforms. So like, if you're an upcoming producer, like, it will guaranteed be easier for you to break through and get more eyes on your stuff on traktrain than it is on Beatstars. And I mean, for Beatstars, like, these are the same artists that I see like literally every time I go over here. It's like, literally, these are all ads. That's another reason that we'll get into later. But it's literally every time I go to Beatstars new and notable, it's always the same artist. So like, it's just not nearly as friendly to like up and coming independent artists. It always kind of sounds the same. And I mean, they're great beats and everything like that, but there's not a lot of variety. Like, look, literally, this guy Sway, what's up? He's on here twice. And I mean, they're good beats and everything like that, but if you're like serious about this and you want more eyes on your stuff and you want to actually like be selling beats, like, traktrain is definitely one of the areas that you're going to want to be at, you know? Like, I don't know if I've ever seen Penguin up here before, Enigma on the track, you know, Gonzo. These are all like relatively new people, and it's not a lot of the same people between the two. Like, you have a lot more variety and unique stuff on traktrain than you do on Beatstars. And as you can see, like, the prices are similar. You know, like, a lot of these guys are slinging stuff for between $15 and $30 for an MP3, which to me is wild. Like, that's just highway robbery. But like, the prices are comparable, the quality is usually comparable, but yet it's so much easier to break through on traktrain than it is on Beatstars. And I think that a large part of that is because I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of these people were advertising their stuff all the time on Beatstars. And that brings me to one of my next points, which is that, like, the advertising on Beatstars is just horrendous, dude. Like, this is not that intrusive, but if you go and look for anybody, like any track, let's just say, like, let's just go look for one of my tracks. Sorry, this OBS is just absolutely killing my computing power right now. Look at this. The top 4, this is like how Google is getting now. The top 4 results are all ads, and then you actually get into what you're looking for. That is so annoying. That's like going on to Google and having some BS like 40-cent Chinese product that's terrible quality being thrown at you for the first 3, 5, 10 results, and then you finally get into the actual good quality stuff that should be the top of the results, right? And it's like that on musicians too. Look at this. Ad. You have to scroll all the way down before you actually get to what you're looking for. It's just so obvious that Beatstars has gone the Google route and just completely sold the quality down the river in favor of who's putting up the most money for the ads. So, you know, that's a huge part of it right there. Another part of the reason why you get paid more on traktrain is because, well, look at this. I mean, this just looks terrible first of all. But if you can read that, which is very difficult, but Stripe is only available for pro page memberships. Currently, Stripe is not available for marketplace transactions. It can only be used when selling memberships from your pro page. Now, take a guess where like literally like maybe 50%, literally like 60, maybe even 70% of my monthly sales on traktrain come from. Just take a guess. If you were to guess Stripe, wow, you know, you might be a genius. And let me show you that right now. This OBS stuff just really literally kills the processing power. It's pretty crazy, but it also doesn't help. I have like a 12-year-old laptop at this point, but as you'll see coming up here, I should have had this loaded beforehand, but I just got so eager to talk about this because it's been on my mind lately. Like, Beatstars, it's so obvious that it's just about the money lately. It's not about actually providing a top-tier quality for the actual like user experience, whether you're the vocalist buying a beat or whether you're the producer uploading the lifeblood of what they actually sell. But let's just, you've got money from traktrain, because this is what you see every time a sale comes in. We'll get there eventually. Look at that. See, look at that. You've got money from traktrain. Stripe. PayPal, more PayPal. I mean, to be fair, that I've had a lot of sales from the same few people that be on Stripe, but still, like, look at that. Look at how many people are on Stripe. It's like half Stripe. It's like literally 50% Stripe. But yet, Beatstars, the all-knowing geniuses that they are, doesn't make Stripe available for marketplace transactions. It's only a tool for upselling you to a pro page membership. Now, let's take a look. In the past 30 days, I've had 23,000 plays overall on Beatstars, and let's see how many of them came from a pro page. Oh, 300. So like literally like 1% of all of my plays in the past month came from the pro page, and that's only because I be doing a little bit of marketing on YouTube and trying to drive people. So I'm pretty sure that's all from YouTube. There is no way for people to find your pro page unless you link them from your marketplace profile or you link them from an external profile. So they already make it beyond difficult to like actually get to your pro page, which I splurged for in like September, because another thing that makes it so obvious that they're just greedy cash mongers is you can't send more than 20 messages. Even if you're on like a regular plan, you can't send more than 20 messages. So you start getting a little bit of motion and people start wanting to buy beats from you, and you send more than 20 messages in 30 days, well, guess what? You're not going to be able to reach out to no vocalists. You're not going to be able to reach out to any potential customers, and you're going to lose sales. And so that's how they drive you to upsell you to get a pro page. And then let's see how much I've actually done in just pro page sales over the past 6 months. This is awful. This is like really crazy. Now I've had pro page since literally like September or October of last year. I just started making money of it. Literally the first sale was in June of this year. Like, I mean, seriously, like, it's so obviously like an upselling, like borderline scam. And I mean, let me not be a total like rag on it. Like, it is nice to be able to have basically like your own website to drive people to. Like, that part is really nice. Like, let's be real. But other than that, like, it's just weird how they do it. It's just not smart for anybody involved. Like, they could be making how many more sales if they were actually, like, for the platform as a whole, for you as a producer, and make it easier for the customer as a whole to, like, check out and give you money and give them money. If they just made Stripe like a regular feature, like how traktrain does. So that's another reason why traktrain is overtaking Beatstars in terms of just like actual effectiveness at selling beats and like getting your stuff out there. Another part that really makes that like a huge buzzkill is they implemented a 12% marketplace fee for some god knows what reason last year. So now either you are going to take that 12% off the top of your beats, right? Or the customer is going to have to pay 12% on top of, let's say they want to buy a $30 exclusive. So either you are going to lose like $3.60 off the top, so it's automatically like a $26.40 sale for you instead of the $30, right? Or the customer is going to have to pay $30 plus that extra $3.60. So now they're looking at $33.60 for the same beat that should have just been $30. You know who doesn't do that? Traktrain. Traktrain doesn't do that. So that's another reason right there why they are absolutely like losing and bleeding out to Traktrain, in my personal opinion, from what I've seen and personally experienced. And then one of the last things that I want to touch on, the Beatstars UI and the Beatstars tech support is one of the most god-awful I've ever seen. Like, literally, there was a 2-day period, a 24, maybe 48-hour period in like March or April, and some people talked about it online, where you couldn't upload a beat. You couldn't upload at all. Like, let's say that you was working, right, and you spent a lot of time making some music, making a beat that you thought was going to sell. There was a small period of time there. Didn't feel small at the time, but there was a period of time there early in the year where you couldn't upload the beat. It just wouldn't upload. Then it happened like literally for maybe 3-4 hours just last week, where you tried to upload your stems and your wave, and it would say that it was uploading, right? And it would get to 100%, and then it just wouldn't finish. This has been a routine problem with them. I can't message some people on Beatstars, even though they don't give me any reason why I can't. I just can't send messages to some people. They don't say whether it's because they turn their messages off or for what reason. Just can't send messages. I mean, it's just terrible, dude. Like, you would think that for being a company that rakes in as much money as Beatstars does, that they would have some actually competent, like, tech support, but it just routinely does not work out that way. And it's kind of a problem, the whole music industry wide. Like, the whole of the music industry just seems to be tech stupid and routinely like 5 to 10 years behind, like your social media apps, like regular tech companies. They just seem to be literally like decades behind. You see that in the streaming apps. You see that all over. But it's just so frustrating when you're sitting there and you're like doing $1,000 in sales a month like I was earlier this year. And then, you're banking on this to like actually be your lifeblood and like something that could like start paying rent and mortgages and food and stuff like that, start paying bills. And these incompetent douchebags routinely drop the ball for you. Like, it's the most frustrating thing, bar none. And I've rarely had that problem with traktrain. Like, there have been some hiccups here and there where things don't really work like they should. But overall, like, when I want to upload to traktrain, I can upload to traktrain. Not to mention the fact that I can upload straight to YouTube from traktrain. So, I mean, like, Beatstars is like the industry leader, like the market leader, and you can't even upload to YouTube from traktrain. So that's another thing that's just like, it's just like, what are y'all doing over here? This is the most backwards thing, and y'all have been like the industry leader for years now. And so that's why I prioritize uploading to traktrain over Beatstars, because it's like, dude, like, just what are y'all doing? Like, the fact that I don't have to go through Shotcut and like manually go through the process of like cutting a video together, like downloading a tagged MP3, uploading it into Shotcut, putting the image in there, and then like exporting the file. Like, traktrain does all of that for me to YouTube, is like bar none one of the most like convenient things that I've literally had in terms of innovation in the past like 3 to 6 months. Like, far and away so much better than what Beatstars is doing right now. The only thing that Beatstars does better than traktrain, as you can see, this spinning wheel of death from my OBS that's just absolutely wrecking this whole computer, like motherboard and everything like that. But the only thing that Beatstars does better is their stats, like their statistic viewing. That's literally it. Like, they get pretty in depth. Like, you can actually see how many times like one of your beats were sold. Like, you can see like a lot more in-depth detail about like what's actually selling well, and that's something that I wish traktrain would do a little bit better. But other than that, literally everything else about the platform is 100 times better for your average upcoming producer, dude. Like, so, I mean, that's just something to think about. I know traktrain isn't like as super well known, but if you're like an upcoming artist and if you're an upcoming producer and you're like serious, I would highly suggest checking traktrain out and getting yourself out on there, because odds are you're gonna have a lot better time actually making money off of traktrain, dude. Like, it's just easier. It's easier for the vocalist. It's easier for you. And it makes them a little bit of money, and they're actually providing competition to Beatstars right now. I mean, another thing that's like far and away better is that the prices for a yearly membership are pretty much equivalent between traktrain and Beatstars, and yet traktrain's promotion is so much better than Beatstars. Like, you can pay $20 to get your beat featured up here. If you're on the yearly membership, $20 to get your beat featured up here for 72 hours straight. Meanwhile, on Beatstars, they implemented this like bidding promotion, and it's a little bit more targeted, but it's a little bit more targeted, but it's also a lot more frustrating, because you can pay $10 and you're like, as you can see, like, I've done a few campaigns over here, right? But look at these last 3 times that I've tried to promote something over the July 4th weekend, like over a holiday weekend, which is usually like a little more high activity for sales. And so I tried to do one of my best-selling tracks, this Ethereal Quavo type beat that I put out last year, Trap. And I tried to get a $10 budget going for it on July 4th. Usually would get you like 4,000, 4,500 impressions, maybe off of that like 400 to 500 plays, you know, maybe 10, 20 likes, a couple reposts. And so I put the bid in, right? You can do it anywhere from $2 on up per 1,000 impressions. And I put the bid in, right, at $2.4, which is a little bit expensive. Like normally you put it in at $2.2, like $2.25, and you'll still get it to run and get your whole daily budget of $10 going in. And it never got picked up once because people are flooding the advertising on this platform with super expensive over-the-top bids for the impressions from these people that are probably associated with majors or deep pockets. And I didn't get my beats shown at all on July 4th, so I stayed with it. I did it again on the 5th at 2.4. Didn't happen again. I did it again on another one on 2.6 on July 6th for another 2.4, and it never got picked up. So like, you can pay the platform money and you won't get your thing shown. Now you'll still have credits. You can still use that $10 later down the line, but they don't let you know like what the minimum threshold is. You know, like this is the only platform that does it. If you do a $10 budget on YouTube, it will eventually get picked up. Like it will get disseminated into the promotion system. Like if you don't reach the bare minimum, if you don't set a high enough threshold from the second that you set your promotions campaign up, there's a possibility that you just won't get shown at all for that particular day. And it's just the most frustrating thing, like seriously, like beyond annoying. And it just kind of feels overall at the end of the day like the producer is not the one that's being prioritized. The vocalist is not the one being prioritized. At the end of the day, it feels like Beatstars is only prioritizing Beatstars experience. And like, quite frankly, like maybe 10 years ago, before I was in the game, that was cool. You know, like maybe there was no traktrain really. There was no like Airbit. There was no Soundy, SoundClick. But there's all these other competitors now, and they just feel like they are not aware of that at all. So I mean, yeah, like I would just suggest, like if you're as frustrated with Beatstars as I am, and you think Beatstars is falling off like I do, then dude, like traktrain is going crazy. Airbit's alright. I was using Airbit for like a while there, for like 3 to 6 months, specifically for their YouTube uploading capabilities, and I don't know if I made one sale on there ever. So I'm not sure how many actual like serious vocalists are there on Airbit. But Airbit's another one if you want to check it out. Soundy.com, I believe, was one that I just saw pop up recently. SoundClick was another. But there are all these competitors to Beatstars right now. And, like, I still be making money off of Beatstars, but it's like, dude, like, it feels icky, man. Like, it just feels like you're just a number on a spreadsheet to them. And just, I don't know. Between everything that I just said, like, I've just been realizing lately more and more that traktrain is like a way better platform to actually be coming up and trying to make a living off of than Beatstars is, man. I mean, Beatstars is cool and everything, like I said, and like I still link both on my YouTube and like all my platforms and everything like that. But like, you know, you put a gun to my head and I can only post on one for the rest of my life, I'm going with traktrain, man. Like, so I just wanted to throw that out there. Like, traktrain is definitely coming up on Beatstars, and like, I don't have access to the numbers, but I would love to see, like, you know, just the growth over the last like 2 quarters, like year, to see how much traktrain is selling versus what Beatstars is selling. Because like, you take off that marketplace fee and everything, and it's just, you know, you got the same beat on both platforms. It's already instantly more affordable and more financially viable on traktrain without that marketplace fee. But yeah, just something that I thought I'd throw out there. You know, for all those independent producers out there and people trying to make money in the game and everything and try and come up. Just some things that I've noticed from doing this from like 4 or 5 years now. So yeah, man, if you found this helpful, like and a subscribe would always be like super helpful. Otherwise, like, I appreciate y'all checking in, and yeah, check out my OBS stuff. But yeah, y'all have a nice day.